Here's what happened. When the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution, which is the document that outlines how the United States would be run, they established something called the Electoral College to determine who becomes president. It works like this. Each state has a certain number of electoral votes. When a person running for president wins that state, they receive the state's electoral votes. Each state has a certain number of electors. California has the most, with 55, while Alaska, Delaware, Montana, North and South Dakota, and Wyoming have the least, with 3. The number of electors is based on the population of that state. There are a total of 538 electoral votes, so a candidate would need to win 270, or a majority of that total, to become president. So, if a person running for president wins enough states to get to 270 electoral votes, they become president. As you may know, the election for U.S. president occurs every 4 years. Either someone new can run, or the current president can try to win again, so he or she can serve a second term. No president is allowed to serve more than 2 consecutive terms. To run for president, you must have been born in this country and be at least 35 years old. Because of the Electoral College, it's actually possible for a candidate to win more individual votes across the whole country, but still lose the Electoral College, and therefore lose the entire election. The founders also didn't want the largest states having more influence in the election because they had the largest population. So, for example, a state like California with lots of people could get together with other large states like Texas, Ohio, and Florida and choose the president. The Electoral College gives the voters in small population states, like Vermont or New Hampshire, a say in the election. It means candidates have to campaign in every state to win enough Electoral College votes to be president. If the election were just based on population, candidates would only campaign in larger populous states, like California, Ohio, Texas, New York, and Florida. What do you think about that? Would you rather have the popular vote decide who wins, or electors from each state? Have you heard of red and blue states? Those labels are the result of the Electoral College. Over the past several presidential elections, states that the Democratic candidate is pretty sure he or she will win have been labeled blue, which is the color symbolizing Democrats, and states that the Republican candidate is pretty sure he or she will win have been marked red, which is the Republican color. Some states have even been labeled purple. Those are states where it's not clear who will win. You'll often find candidates from both parties spend a lot of time in these purple states trying to win votes. Do you live in a blue, red, or purple state? The result is that a candidate can get the most votes in the country as a whole, but still lose the Electoral College. For better or worse, we're the only country in the world that uses this system. Now that you've studied up on the Electoral College and know more about how presidents are elected, you've become a more informed citizen. No matter how our elections go, and whether or not you'll live in a blue or red state, one thing's for sure: being informed is a good thing.